Hi guys, today we look at the story of the highest placement on campus with 25 lakh ka package. So Vishakha, this is not your journey now. This is like we want to get inspired by you. Okay, what should I do? Because there's always one dream. So pick up any college. If the average package is let's say 15 lakhs, the highest is always touching 25 to 30 lakhs. And someone is getting 15, but the moment you get 30 lakh a package, you are in the league of the top students and the top colleges otherwhere. So we want to know from you what you did in this college in these next 2 years, or what I can do next 2 years so that I can also get the highest place on campus. So before we go into those details, I want to know about your background. Where you from?
So I'm from Lucknow. So if I talk about my educational background, so I have done Masters in Applied Physics from Amity University. And then after that, I have 3 years of work experience. I worked for an NGO. And then there I was mostly working in operations. So I felt that I need some more knowledge, especially if I want to advance in the management field. So that's why I decided to do an MBA.
Okay, so you're very disjointed. Moment it's in a toppers. I thought it might be engineer hoga koi. So you have done your background is different. Then you worked in NGO, and now you're doing marketing finance. What is your area?
It's finance.
Finance, and still with all these kind of things, and still get the highest place on campus. Super. We'll talk about that. So how you came to this college? How you got through IMT Hyderabad through CAT? Which was the exam was your what was your target exam?
So I gave GMAT and I got around 640 there. And I was looking at different colleges, and mostly I think we've heard a lot about IMT Ghaziabad. But unfortunately, because of the timing at which I had given GMAT when I applied, so the admissions were already closed there.
For
IMT Ghaziabad.
IMT Ghaziabad, admission closed.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I did not want to wait for another year. It doesn't make sense. So the next best option was IMT Hyderabad, obviously.
Okay. Superb. Superb. So GMAT normally people give to go abroad. So was that somewhere in your mind as well? You wanted to go abroad?
I was considering that. But basically when I thought of the amount of loan that I would have to pay, so I decided that maybe looking for an option in India would be
So
better.
I'm the live example, same story कि GMAT दिया, but जब पता चला इतना खर्चा होने वाला है, तो फिर नहीं यार यही ठीक है, इंडिया में MBA कर लेते हैं. So यार this is called destiny. Everything was going different. There was no plan to come here. You planned to go abroad. This that. So things fall into place, and you came here. So yes, so GMAT is one very good option, and a lot of B schools accepting GMAT score. People don't know that, so you can keep in mind. So what do you think? How much time is enough to prepare for GMAT?
So
Mota number.
So I started preparing for GMAT while I was working, but that was difficult. I could not make time for it. But after I left my job, I gave around 4 months and I prepared for GMAT, and that was
Correct.
after that I gave the test.
Correct. So now if we look at that perspective, so अभी GMAT देके फायदा नहीं, because अभी CAT पे focus चल रहा है, non-CAT exam है. So if you are unable to crack this same time to repeat next year, तो I think makes sense to give GMAT because you have enough time frame. So आप दे सकते हो. आपने कब दिया था GMAT? Which month you gave GMAT?
In February, I think.
Feb.
Yes.
Great. And if you prepare for the CAT exam, 1 month also is enough to prepare because अब maths वो हो चुका सबका. So yes, you can do that. You can give the exam in Feb as well. So CAT का score अच्छा नहीं गया, so you can give GMAT exam also. Okay, now you came to the college. The God made you that this is a place you have to be. What you did so that you got this highest placement?
So I think the first thing that I experienced here is that everything was new. There was no familiarity in any of the subjects because I was not I'd done physics, so it was all disconnected. But I felt that gave me a lot of opportunity to learn new things. That's what kept it exciting also, I guess. I was not bored of anything. As far as it comes to getting highest package, I think that is, I did not really have that kind of a aim in my mind that I have to get highest.
You had no
anything like
aims coming here also. Sorry, I'm just kidding. Huh?
No, I was actually, I was thinking of 2 options. It was either finance or maybe operations or HR. So I was very confused. And I just found finance to be interesting and decided to keep that as my major. And when it comes to preparing for interviews, I think some of it is general when it comes to preparing for questions based on your CV, then how your CV should be, then group discussions. So these are all mostly common. And for specific companies, you need to study a bit about the company background
Yes, well,
and
right,
what
right.
they
So
do.
you have to do all the research.
Yes. So one thing I really liked here is that for specific roles and companies, the either an industry expert or any professor would take small sessions of the students who had applied for it and talk a
Okay.
bit about the company, about that specific role. It kind of gives you a direction for your preparation. You know which concepts to brush up on and what to concentrate on. So I think that helped a lot.
Good, yeah. So and this thing nobody talks about. Everyone talks about I have done this. Nobody talk about what is the requirement so that how can I adapt myself to that requirement or what you have done to fill that gap. So this is something you can do. So for all the companies coming on campus, you should do some research that they are looking for this particular role. So then start focusing on that role. And so, how much value you like to give to your technical knowledge, your finance knowledge, and how much value is for the extracurricular activities when it comes to getting that highest placement? Why is all this thing important?
I think both things are important, especially at least what I experienced in my interview is they were not just asking questions related to technical things. It was more about what things I've experienced either in my work or here in college, apart from studies as well. So I think both things are important. Uh,
But that
yeah.
depends that is luck as well. So I believe in that. 90% is your hard work, 10% is that day. So you believe in that luck. So how much percent do you like to give for luck? 2%, 5%, 10%?
I would give 10%.
10% for luck. Yeah. So obviously यार तो that day the panelists का mood पे भी depend करता है, आपके ऊपर भी करता है depend that they should be fresh this and that. तो वो सारी
Mostly it happens when you are nervous. You
correct,
know
correct,
something,
correct.
but you still are either not able to express it or you give the absolutely completely wrong answer.
Correct.
So we have a lot of mock interviews over here, mock group discussions. So at least you are mentally prepared for what's to come. That helps a lot.
Correct. So one thing which I am now confident about, कि your profile does not matter. That doesn't mean you have to have a very strong background. You have to be ITN or you have to have a very strong work experience to get a good job. Fine. What you do in these 2 years, it depends on that.
Yes, definitely that's
Correct.
important.
So great. Thank you, Vishakha. All the best for your career.
Thank you so much. Thank you.